Kenneka's family, friends, and activists marched here to the FBI to demand a federal investigation into her death. Kenneka Jenkins' family and friends gathered this afternoon in Douglas Park wearing purple, her favorite color. After a group prayer and balloon release, they marched to FBI headquarters with this message.
We're here today just as a beginning to send a message to Rosemont that this will be a major uprising from across this city, across this county, across this state.
The gathering comes a day after Rosemont police released 8 snippets of raw surveillance video from last Friday showing the 19-year-old walking and at times staggering through the halls of the Crown Plaza Hotel. The video did not.
All right, you guys. So what's going on is you can see that Kenneka Jenkins situation has been resurfaced again. So her mom's coming out saying that she got paid to be silenced, and people are saying now that the money is dried up. Now she want to come out about what really happened to her daughter, and that's sad, real sad, man. So I'm gonna let this man give us a receipt, which is a hookah anonymous, and let's continue.
Not show Jenkins walk into the freezer, but did show her in a kitchen alone and then walk out of frame. The group here says they suspect a cover-up.
We want a second look. We're here at the FBI building to ask for a second look to make sure that these tapes weren't altered, to demand that they give us the full tapes, not pieces, not their altered pieces.
I'm trying to save a young child for being like my child.
Kanika's mother made a desperate plea to federal investigators.
I'm just looking for help. That's all I've been asking for since day one. Help, because it didn't make no sense. It never made sense from day one.
Now the group is promising more protests at the FBI and in Rosemont for the.
I definitely want justice. Definitely want justice, because that's crazy what happened to that young lady. 19 years old, went to a party, get intoxicated. Friends left. She lied to her mom about what she's supposed to have been. Allegedly, I heard and I was told. Always do your research. But yeah, so she supposedly told her mom not the truth, but she was going. So I guess everybody panicked. But they different ways, going with the lie they told their people. So it's sad how that happened.
The next 30 days if law enforcement does not release what they call the unaltered tapes.
We're going to hit you where it hurts, in the pocket.
That TV was right about Kenneka Jenkins' case. Because what the hell is the mom talking about? I was so spooked watching him solve the case, I used to think the people was watching through my phone. So when some weird come out years later, everything kind of start to add up. Like, I don't know, man. That's just what I thought.
A lot of people told me fall back from this case, finish with rapping. You know, but now you saying people watching me, they watching everybody. Everybody is.
You got Snapchat and you have your Twitter account.
Right.
The person, Joel Coleman, COMM, he's the owner. Yo, face. Show your face, please. With the
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/hookah_anonymous. You guys have been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind-the-scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous and follow us there. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, it looks like Kenneka Jenkins' mother had said the quiet part out loud and literally just confirmed everything we all pretty much knew already and been saying this whole time. And as we always say, the only thing that separates the truth from a conspiracy theory is time. Now, with Kenneka Jenkins' story, we all know that foul play was done, and throughout the years, there's been many theories about what actually happened to her the night she lost her life in the crime.
I'm going to be quiet most of this video because I don't have that much information to give you guys. I believe this person does. So I'm going to let him cook.
Crown Plaza Hotel. You've had people accuse the hotel of allegedly having involvement. You had people saying that her friends was down with it. And then you even had those that just think Kenneka was just drunk and made a mistake that led to her losing her life. But we all know that that can't be the case due to the nature in which everything happened.
And also, I'm doing this video because my sister had brought it to my attention. She's like, "Hey, bro, you have a YouTube channel. Why don't you go ahead and bring it to the light to your subscribers, to the audience?" I'm like, "No problem." From Chicago, and I used to go to the casino right there by the hotel. So that's crazy that happened.
Where we would later find out that Kenneka not only had dirt and marks all over her body when she was found, but the camera footage just don't add up to the story that the news given us about what actually happened. Then to make matters even more weird, the late Chicago videographer Zach TV decided he wanted to go down the rabbit hole, and unfortunately he would end up losing his life after letting the world know that it was foul play involved in Kenneka Jenkins' case. If you remember, he received multiple calls from different people telling him that he needs to stop trying to crack that case and mind his business because it's deeper than what he thinks and people are watching it. Then on the other hand, he will also tell us that he was receiving death threats due to him doing his own investigation within that case.
None of it.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So you're basically saying this is deeper than what we know, and we should all fall back.
Step back.
Step back. Don't talk about it no more.
Don't do it.
Okay.
What the?
I don't know. At first, I thought this was some bullshit. Like, who the fuck is calling my phone? This is my business phone too, and I'm like, who calling? And then you saying a lot of shit that kind of, like, you know what I'm saying, is kind of shaking me up. Like, step back. Somebody else, a lot of people told me fall back from this case, finish with rappers and shit. You know, but now you saying people watching me, they watching everybody. Everybody is.
You got Snapchat and you have your Twitter account.
Right.
The person, Joel Coleman, COMM, he's the owner.
He's the owner of this social media site.
Yes. Yes.
So is that the guy? Is that the guy that's in it? That's, hold up. In the video, it's the coroner and it's the young guy, and he put something in his jacket. Who is that guy?
The coroner is related to the hotel manager.
What?
With an award, he's getting an award from one of the companies that harvest bodies in Chicago.
Okay.
Wow. Hey, can I ask you what's your name again, ma'am? Tanya. I'm gonna say this. I received literally probably like 7 to 8 other anonymous phone calls with people threatening me and saying, "Leave this case alone. This have nothing to do with you. You're putting your nose in other people's business." And now and everybody's been calling private except one number. It was a number that I couldn't call back. You know, it was like a 15 digit number telling me, "Shut up, never to release the footage that I have, never to talk about it." So I don't even post about it. But now you know what I'm saying, you're shaking me up. I think that everybody just giving me warnings to just drop it, you know?
Yes.
Wow.
For your safety, I would say yes. Step back, baby.
Okay.
Step back.
Okay. That she had to move and couldn't stand her. Just think about it. If she in the hallway after her friend went back in the hotel room to look for some shit, and people tell you gotta clear the hallway. Y'all too loud. Y'all doing a party. Y'all got weed coming out. You gotta get out the hallway. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna leave the hallway. Hit the elevator. You know the elevator's right there on the left side of 926. You understand what I'm saying? Or if she would have asked, either you gotta get out the hallway, or let me show you where the washroom was at. It's logical thinking. Kenneka, let me show you where. He ain't gonna say her name because he don't know her. Ma'am, come and follow me. I'm gonna show you where the washroom at. So, or they took her to the washroom. Either way it go, it shows Kenneka was encountered by an employee. Then you got to think about this. Only an employee knows every area of the hotel. and only security is allowed to walk in unrestricted.
And it's so creepy what he said in his video, because he mentioned that an employee is the only person who would actually know every detail of this hotel and how to access the footage and the security cameras in the hotel. And did y'all remember that video I posted on here on my page of this man in the hallway wearing a suit, and he was ducking in the corner and coming out every couple minutes? That was an employee of the hotel. I believe he was a manager. I'm not sure 100% who he was, what his name was, but I do know that he was on the same hallway that Kenneka was on when she went missing. I highly believe the footage in the hotel was edited by an employee or somebody that worked there, maybe previously, a manager, somebody in the upper level of that hotel that did not want to be something to be revealed.
So the fact that Zach told the world that he has videos and other proof backing up his theory that Kenneka Jenkins was in fact purposely unalived, rather than it just being an accident that everyone thinks, Zach's death itself didn't make sense, and many people ran with the narrative that it was all gang related. But others believe otherwise and state that it was due to him covering her case, and he has a large following. Now, aside from Zach TV, it's been others that tried solving Kenneka's case, but I don't think anybody got as far as Zach. There was another woman by the name of Sherry Schreiner who also claimed to have a lot of details backing up her theory that Kenneka was in fact unalived purposely instead of the story that they gave us, and shortly after, Sherry also passed away. So seeing people pass away trying to crack this case, knowing that they was kind of close, that would make others who even thought about trying to crack the case fall back, because let's be real, nobody wants to lose their life. Now, before we even get into what the mom had to say, if you've been living under a rock and don't know who we're talking about and what's the whole situation with Kenneka Jenkins, let me briefly fill you in. In 2017, Kenneka Jenkins was found deceased inside of a walk-in freezer at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Chicago. Her death was ruled an accident due to hypothermia resulting from intake of alcohol and a mixture of prescription drugs. Kenneka was at the hotel to attend a party with her friends when, according to reports, she wandered off by leaving the hotel room by herself while she was intoxicated and mistakenly walked all the way to the basement of the hotel into the walk-in freezer. Some say that she was draped at the party at some point due to her being found while her clothes seemed to be altered, but once again, we will never quite know what actually happened because all we can do is just assume. The only thing that always stuck out to me was the fact that the hotel had security. You mean to tell me that a young, intoxicated female was able to walk all the way to the basement, through the kitchen, and into the freezer without being detected by security? If anything, it sounds like security wasn't doing their job, and something should have been done about that. However, it never was. The only people that received any blame for anything that went down was the friends, which I feel they also was a bit suspect and knows more than what they was telling, but we know how that goes. Now, fast forward to today, Kenneka Jenkins' mother has spoken out via Facebook, and she was shocked social media after admitting that she was silenced. And honestly, I would say she was more so bribed than silenced. But the problem now is the fact that she basically also told the world that she took money rather than justice for her daughter. So some people are on the fence about her statements because in one breath, people are understanding that she was silenced, but then others feel that no money in the world should compensate for something happening to your child, and you know something is wrong, but rather not say publicly. Even though we already know it was foul play involved, but her saying it is basically just confirmation because it's coming from the mother and not outsiders. So we're going to get into what the mother had to say and then also get into a few things social media had to say in response to the news. So let's get into it, y'all. But before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
A settlement is reached in Kenneka Jenkins' wrongful death lawsuit. She was found dead in a walk-in freezer at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Rosemont back in 2017. Surveillance video showed her walking near the freezer, and today a judge denied a motion to keep the details of the settlement sealed. But the issue is expected to be revisited in court next week.
Now, Kenneka Jenkins' mother would take to her Facebook to say, quote, "To whom this may concern, I still don't know what happened to my child's life, clothes, shoes, cell phone, hair, and the list goes on. However, I have been promised lies, as if once this case is over, I was forced to never talk about my child again. As you can see, over the years, I wasn't near as vocal as I am today. So after this post, I might be back in court, but I will be getting sued because I was tricked by they will give me answers, give me her clothes and her cell phone and anything that belongs to her when she died that was on her body. That was a lie. Once they finished investigation, allegedly people I trusted, they told me that somehow Kay got out the back door. I never heard how which door could get out, but they never told me how or where. Allegedly, they never told the media. That's why I know the media will lie allegedly, so I can invite any of you to go. I was in pain going through my cancer battles. They forced us, had us in rooms for hours, and would not let us go until we said what they wanted us to say. They made us accept what they wanted to give us. I'm literally living without my child, and I'm rising above, staying strong, and holding on to hope even without you. P.S. I was made to do a recorded video hours after we were held during one of my child's birthdays. At the same time, I was sitting in a meeting about another child who wasn't even living. I had nothing to give my baby that day, but I knew a surprise was waiting once we left that meeting. Before the rain came hard, I stayed quiet long enough, but at this point, I'm simply speaking my truth, respectfully, clearly, and without naming anyone. Now let's make Americans great and try to tell someone with honor, and they told me, just go on, live my life. Peace, be still. Now someone will respond in a different manner as they would say, quote, you must ran out of that money because why you talking? Child, we all know nobody unalived that child.
Man,
she was a known alcoholic who couldn't handle her liquor. But girl, don't come on social media trying to start this fake ad outrage over your child you failed to raise properly. Them folks paid you just like any other person they would have paid. Called liability insurance. You settled because she was at fault of her own death, no foul play. Rest in peace. Now another person will respond saying, quote, Kenneka's mama let them pay her to silence her about her own daughter. This is so wicked. Now the millions gone, she want to tell the truth. After your other daughter been wearing Givenchy purses, moose knuckles, and Jordans, every other picture doing ish she never did before Kenneka died, now you want to say something now? That is so crazy. MFs do anything for money. Now you want justice? You got the justice you wanted, and now was that money? Girl, go on. You not finna get another check or no GoFundMe money from us, girl, bye. Don't put me on. Now, as I always tell y'all, I believe two things could be right at the same time. Do I think the mother should have took the money knowing that they was playing dirty and coercing her to say what they wanted her to say? No. She should have stuck to her guns and stood for justice for her daughter. However, I do understand that being told that you will receive almost $4 million and you in poverty and don't have much, of course you would take the money. Not everybody, but majority of the people will, and that's how that evil program works, to shut people up. They pay you to shut up, and if you don't take it, they go other measures to make sure you never speak. So that's another thing that could be a problem, because either way it go, then people are going to make sure they get their way by any means necessary. So yes, it's easier said than done when you're not in a situation to say what you would do, but until you actually go through it, it's no telling what you would do. But like I said, is she wrong for accepting that money, knowing that she was basically being forced to lie about her own daughter's death? Yes. Simple. Now another thing, yes, she may be wrong, but I'd rather not focus on that part just yet. It seemed like the fact that she, Kenneka Jenkins' mother, basically told the world that they lied and coerced her to lie too, is being lost. We already knew it was foul play, but now it's confirmed. And I think the case should be revisited. Clearly, now that the mother admitted that she was forced to lie, the real question becomes, who made her lie and why? Who else is really behind this and who else is really involved? Because clearly it's more people that we don't know about, and this is why they try to cover it up. And they use her to basically go through with the story, and she did because she was paid off. Now, she does have to be careful, being that she just exposed this to the world because she said a mouthful. And I hope that this isn't something that just gets swept under the rug, because as much as people made a thing when it first happened, now we just got more clarification. And I hope it raises awareness to the way that we can all be manipulated by the media to believe whatever they want us to. And not just that, understand that this ain't the first time it happened, and it won't be the last. So in order to prevent it from happening to any of our peers, loved ones, daughters, children, no matter who, we gotta nip it in the bud now. If not, it's gonna continue happening. And clearly, this means someone got away with homicide. Simple as that. Now, aside from that Chicago native Big Boss Damo, who also don't agree with her mother agreeing that she took money and settled. Here's what he had to say.
So a lot of y'all ain't gonna agree with me. A lot of y'all is. I really don't care, but this is my opinion. So I wake up, scrolling on Facebook, and I see Kenneka Jenkins' mother make a status saying, "I'm tired of being quiet. Y'all paid me to be quiet. Y'all promised me this, promised me that. Like, y'all paid me. It ain't no type of money in this world that'll make me be quiet when it comes to some foul happen like that. Especially when it comes to my flesh and blood, my kids. You hear me?
Right, man.
Can't no. If the police offer me some money right now to be quiet about my mama case, fuck y'all. You hear me? Hey, you had the whole world behind you. The whole world behind you. You could have got justice and way more money than whatever they offered you. Why try to come say something now?
Most of all, justice.
Why? Because the money gone? Now you want to open your mouth? This been like 5-6 years ago. I just don't agree with that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, ain't nobody finna pay me no type of money to be quiet when it comes to one of these killing my kids. Your daughter didn't deserve to die like that? Like, what the? Y'all, what? I don't want that money. I want justice. I'm putting justice over anything. Over money. Loyalty is over everything.
Right.
Oh, man. The way y'all be moving, man, it's weird, man. Like,
so that's pretty much it, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this and how everything happened. Some people.
Yeah. I said I want to shed a light on that situation, man. The mom coming up with this, the truth she said. And she should have been done that, man. Justice. Fuck that money. Justice for your daughter, man. Like and subscribe. Thanks for joining in. Once again, I have 2 shows. This one, Deontay Red and Ray Podcast Show. Also, D2K Show as well. And I'm on iHeart and Spotify. Peace.